What's going on, Knightamaniacs, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are back with another championship belt review. So as always, let's go into the stockpile and see what we have today. And today we are looking at our WWE Big Gold version 1 with 3D relief pieces and textured background. So let's go take a closer look. So you can see in all the recessed areas, you have the nugget texturing that's hand done by the maker. All behind the words and the letters. You can also see it in the recessed areas around the crown, around the globe, even on the continents of the globe. And we have it even in the background spacing for the grapplers as well, on both sides. And we have the rope border on the edge that goes all the way around the main plate and the side plates. Now the stone holders are not relief pieces, but they are nice and deeply etched, so they are very defined on the main plate. Again, the only relief pieces on the main plate are the crown, the globe, and both grapplers, as well as the nameplate. See that beautiful floral in the artwork of the Big Gold. So the Big Gold is definitely my all-time favorite belt design ever. It's I've loved every iteration of this, from the original NWA Crumb Rind to when it was, aged and beaten up in WCW, to when it became the All Gold in 2000 from AFX Studios, and then being brought over as the AFX Studio All Gold WCW Championship. Dog is dreaming away. So anyways, after it became the WCW Championship from AFX Studios, it became the WWE Big Gold, the World Heavyweight, and then it had the branded WWE logo on it. I'm gonna have to do some editing to get the beast noises out of that. Here's the side plates. Again, the only thing that's relief is the grappler. Everything else is solid to the plate, including the rope border, the gemstone holders, and the floral. Here's the right side. I think this one really came out really good. Now the reason why I call it the version 1 is because I based it off the artwork of the version 1 Big Gold. Now the WWE Big Gold had lots of different variations. It changed in size. Some were bigger, some were smaller. Some had more texture, some had no texture. Some had the grapplers pointing all the same direction. Some had them pointing inwards. Some had them pointing outwards on the main plate. So WWE went through quite a bit of Big Golds in their time. I think the original one is the V1's made by JMAR. And then I believe after that it went from Dave Milliken, maybe Reggie Parks, and just kind of changed little modifications here and there over time. But I based this belt off of the version 1 made by JMAR. So back to what I was saying. So this is the version 1, or based off the artwork of the version 1. Now the only difference between this one and the version 1 seen on TV is the version 1 was completely 3D, where even the floral patterns here, everything was 3D, sit upwards, nice rounded edges. But to do a 3D belt is quite expensive. It's a pricey belt overall, just because of the amount of work that goes into it. So I try to meet us somewhere in the middle, where I went with 2D etching for the floral and the rope border and the stone holders, but then used 3D relief pieces for the crown, globe, and grapplers. So it's a lot more affordable, and it's still kind of based off of the version 1. So the version 1 also had the texture behind the areas, where later eras did not. It was just kind of left blank. But that's why I'm calling this the version 1 Big Gold. This was also the one I used the pictures based off of Raw from September 2002. I know they used the original WCW one for the first little bit until this belt was made. But once this belt was made, I used as many photos as I could to copy for this belt. So you also see we have the camouflage or shell tooling going all the way around, top and bottom. You got this nice kind of shaped strap right there, also very close to the one seen on TV. Again, you got that JMAR style tooling right above the snap box. And then in the snap box, you got that nugget texturing and the beveling. Same on this side. Again, we have the JMAR style tooling right there above the snap box. Then we go into the snap box again. We got that textured para pattern on the female side. Then we got the beveling edges around the snap box, and this one does come with a full double-sided belt tip, just like the version 1 did when it debuted on TV. And to add, this belt also comes with a few accessories, as I'm sure you saw. So all 4 nameplates are included. So you get Shawn Michaels. I don't know how many people remember that he held this belt. I believe he won in Survivor Series 2002, I want to say. Then, of course, we have the original champion, the inaugural champion, Triple H. And over here we have the legend killer, Randy Orton. And then, of course, we have Goldberg. Who's next? You're next. So yes, all 4 side plates come with the belt. Or nameplates, I should say, not side plates. All 4 nameplates come with the belt. And the extra retention screws for it. Then we also have red stones on the stone holders. They have a nice shine to them. And similar to the undisputed side plates or nameplates, wow, I keep doing that. The nameplates, these ones are also a 4mm thickness. Where usually a lot of the ones you get from like Figures Inc. or A&J belts, they're more along the lines of a 2mm thickness, but I would have never ordered 4mm knowing that that's how they came, but they look really nice on the belt, so I'm not upset about that at all. And I don't think whoever picks this belt up is going to be upset about that. And of course, we have the proper font for the Big Gold World Heavyweight that they used in WWE, so that's also a plus. It's not just basic font. You can see the A on the Randy Orton, or the way the R is. Same with the E on Triple H, the E again on Goldberg, and the G's. You see it really with the S's on the Shawn Michaels and in the A. So yeah, Try to match this to the version 1 as best as possible using 2D etching. And as always, this is a standard definition etch, so standard acid etch. It is not CNC, it is not HD, just to keep prices more affordable. Now, if you do ever want something in CNC or HD, I can definitely do that for you. I will have to talk to the maker and find out what the cost is, because it's, from my understanding, it's a lot more. But we do offer it. When I sell stock belts, I normally just stick with the SD to keep them at a reasonable price that people can pick them up at. All right, let's turn this over and see the backside. And here is the backside of the belt. Again, we have that black vinyl / simulated leather for the backing strap. Has that leather-like texture on there, leather-like feel. And in some areas, it does have that leather smell to it. As I stated in other videos, the strap itself is made of real cowhide veg tan leather. So this is a real leather strap, but the backing strap, this part over here that's glued onto the leather strap, is just synthetic leather. Simulated leather, whatever you want to call it. It's all kind of the same thing. Black vinyl. You got the female snap side with the belt tip. Looks very clean. And we got the male side over here, the male snaps. And then we can see the backing posts, over here, backing posts on the main plate. Again, we have one right in the center. Actually, the back of the strap kind of looks like the WCW AFX studio. Actually, no, that one was the red strap. Sorry, the original Crumb Ryan on the later era when it was used in WCW. The back of it, even though the bolts were exposed, this is kind of how it looked on camera. So I thought that was kind of cool. And of course, we got the backing posts on the side plate over here. And we have these nice burnished smooth edges going all the way around the strap. And because I keep forgetting to mention, like the belts before, you guessed it, this one comes with a Pure Fandom logo belt bag. To keep your plates a little fresher, to keep as many scratches off the plates as possible, for storing your belts, or to be used for whatever you like. They're yours once you buy the belt, so do whatever you like with it. Maybe you can make a shirt, maybe you can make a patch. Maybe I'll do that if I ever get one that kind of falls apart. Here's one more look over. Let's get a little bit closer on that main plate. Well, guys, thank you so much again for checking out another championship belt review video. As always, if you see anything you like from this video or from past videos, be sure to check out the website, purefandomshop.bigcartel.com. Also, be sure to hit that like, subscribe, comment down below, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all things Pure Fandom. Thank you guys so much again for watching another belt review, and we'll see you next time.